Okay, last question. I want to get back to some more music. Any venue, anywhere that you'd like to play that you have never yet played, but you've always just wanted to get down in the basement somewhere and jam? It could be someone's house, it could be a club, it could be a restaurant.
Well, I've played a couple of cool ones. You know, if I haven't played them, I probably don't know that much about them. But I can tell you what some of my favorite, more interesting, just in terms of, besides that Canary Islands thing, Red Rocks is a really incredible place to play. And Carnegie Hall is very cool, too, because the acoustics are amazing there. You know, you don't really need amplification. It's just sort of in a perfect acoustical environment. And also, in December, I had a chance to go and play a place that's the Cultural Center in Bali. I was part of a kind of a... It's a thing that the Indonesian government was doing to try to resurrect tourism in Bali, and I went over there with Dave Koz and Phil Perry and Brenda Russell, and we did a show at this huge quarry. It's the cultural center there where they had there's this huge Buddha about the size of the Statue of Liberty, and it's sort of very much like Red Rocks, actually, and that was just a very picturesque place to play at.
And the acoustics at Red Rocks, are they different? Because it's...
Yeah, they're good. I mean, you know, sometimes live acoustics, you know, when you play outdoors, there's not a lot of reflections because usually the sound just goes out and then it disappears. But Red Rocks, you have these, it's like a natural amphitheater and there's some reflections. The sound hits those walls and kind of bounces around, and that kind of gives it a little more life and makes it a more fun place to play.
Excellent, excellent. Skylar, you have your eye on any venue?
I'd really love to play Central Park on a nice summer night, you know what I'm saying? That'd be awesome.
That's it. For sure. Rocky?
Birdland or the Three Deuces, and since neither one of those can happen...
the original Birdland.
Yeah, I'm going to go for... Oh, yeah, exactly, the original Birdland. I'm going to go for Carnegie Hall. I haven't fulfilled that. How do you get to Carnegie Hall yet?
Keep practicing, man. No, and they're building that huge thing underneath Carnegie. Have you heard about that?
Well, let's play there then. Huge
new venue underneath Carnegie Hall. Yeah, so that's going to be wild, too.
Well, Carnegie Hall is so archaic. I think they're modernizing it a bit, right? As far as backstage and stuff, because there's no place to go back there.
Right, can't even take the tours. Okay, Pete.
Probably the Mecca, the Vanguard. I had a chance.
You have not played the Vanguard?
No,
I find that hard.
I've had a chance to sit in there with a friend of mine, Terrence Blanchard, but I actually declined because the history was just way too strong for me to pull out a saxophone.
Really?
In there, yeah.
But you're ready for it now?
No, absolutely
not. Really interesting. We'll have to take
too many ghosts in that place.
They just take down the pictures of the train or something?
Yeah, right, please.
There you go.
Drape everything.
Wow. Well, we're ready for more. We're definitely ready to see what you could do here today. Uncle Darrow's, tell us a little bit about that tune, Jeff.
Yeah, it's a soul food restaurant in Los Angeles, and it's not very fancy at all. It's sort of in a bad part of town, but they have fantastic Cajun sandwiches.
All right. And we are on. This is Studio A. My name is Deborah Howe. Couldn't be happier. Surrounded by incredible musicians. I'm going to start to my far left and welcome Mr. Jeff Lorber to the mic.
Thanks for having us here.
Man.
Glad to be here.
Just sitting through sound check was just an amazing, amazing thing.
Thank you.
And we're really, really glad you could make it. We also have featured on bass today Skylar Deal.
Yeah, hello out there. I'm really happy to be here with Jeff and the rest of the guys.
And Rocky Bryant over there behind the plexiglass on the drums.
Hello, I'm happy to be here out of the snow with Jeff.
He should be doing voiceovers too, by the way. And we have Pete Velasco, originally from Jersey, right, on tenor sax?
Yeah, hi everybody, how you doing?
All right, and big welcome to Jersey, all right? We have a very exciting thing happening, of course, Philly style, brand new CD coming out from Jeff Lorber. It's always a big anticipated deal in the jazz world when a Jeff Lorber CD drops. So what we want to do right now, without further ado, is let you know why we're here. And that is because we have a new CD and we want to feature it live. Laissez-faire, a fresh cut from Philly style.
I think a Jamiroquai record.
Jamiroquai, okay, great. Well, all those artists definitely getting play here at Sirius Radio, which is good news all around. How about Rocky Bryant?
Ooh, let's see.
What does a drummer listen to?
Drummer listens to the music that he had to learn for today's gig. So.
Yeah, Lorbers. I knew that was coming. I could see that coming a block away.
Tried to tiptoe into it. Been recently kind of revisiting the James Brown thing, which of course never goes far away anyway.
Right.
Miles Davis record called Decoy,
Wow.
Just kind of been, for some strange reason,
Mm-hmm.
getting into that. And Sheryl Crow's new record I've been listening to.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. She says 40 is the new 30.
Hey,
I think I'm going to believe her.
I'm with it.
So Miles Davis is batting 1,000. Okay, Skylar.
Yeah, he's always in my CD burner. CD burner. I burn a copy for my car. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. I think I have a Common CD in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, The Roots. I've been leaning towards that hip-hop thing a little bit, trying to figure out what's going on.
A Philly thing.
That's a Philly thing.
Yeah.
And Jeff, you were in there this morning.
Thank you.
Now you're in my bag. In my CD player in the bag. And hey, Hendrix is in there, I
There you
believe.
go. There you go.
I don't know. That's about it.
That's a pretty good combination.
How many CDs? I have 5 CDs and changer. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Jeff?
Well, I have an iPod that's got 4,000 songs in it, and it's usually on shuffle mode. So I'm hoping something good's going to come up. But I just I just got the new Missy Elliott record. I think that's got a lot of really good musical stuff on it. I also got the 50 Cent record, but that one I'm not quite as crazy about.
It's your birthday.
That's your birthday.
It's your birthday.
I can get that out of my head. I love that track.
I love that the track is good, but the album as a whole, it doesn't. I mean, that's a great track though. I gotta say, Dr. Dre. I kind of listen to producers. I really like. I like a lot of the stuff Dr. Dre does. I like Missy and Timbaland. I like the Neptunes. I think a lot of the really innovative ideas that are happening in hip hop music sort of filter down into eventually, into R&B and jazz. And so I'm always kind of looking ahead to see what the new ideas. And of course, I'm always listening to Herbie from the '80s. There's nothing better than that. And Miles Davis and Red Garland, and I like blues, and I'm just listening to a very wide variety of music, really.
That's great. Then I want you to respond to this quote from a young keyboardist, Fred Hirsch. He said recently, "What attracted me to jazz in the first place is freedom within limits. But I don't like the term free. I use the term open, because if you're playing open music, you have to confront yourself."
Wow. I mean, that's a great quote, and I mean, it's just one of those things to really think about, because when it comes to improvisation, it's you just have to kind of keep your ego out of it, and you have to stay open, and you have to be. The freedom that you get from being able to just sit down at the piano and just let the moment sort of take over, and hope that inspiration hits and that you come up with something really cool. I mean, there's no feeling like that. I think that's why most musicians kind of stay with it for as long as they do.
We are so glad you stayed with it for all these years. I want to thank you for all the memories and all the new ones coming up. I want to thank Jeff Lorber, of course, on the Baldwin piano, which was great to hear you play, stand-up piano. Do they call it the stand-up piano? What do they call it?
No, that's a grand piano.
I'm thinking bass here. A grand piano, all right.
There's an upright piano, though.
That's it. That's what I was looking for.
You could stand up and play it.
You guys are downright upright for not chastising me on that one. Skylar Deal on the bass. What a pleasure. And
Thank you very much.
I hope you get your dream to play in Central Park. I really do. I'd come see you for sure.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. That's a nice place to
Maybe
go.
we could get that together.
Even in a little band shell, I'll go there.
We got to call Mayor Bloomberg as soon as the show's over and get that going. Rocky Bryant, thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.
You could play Birdland, the new one.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
That'll be a goal.
We'll deal with that.
Pete Velasco, Jersey's on. Just kidding. It was really great. And I just want to ask you what kind of horn that is, because that's a beautiful horn.
It's just a Selmer Mark 6.
Yeah. How long have you had that?
It's not such an old horn. I just beat on it, I guess.
Yeah. It's working. I want to thank you, fellas, very, very much. Best of luck on your new album, Pete Velasco. And we'll look forward to hearing a lot more from that. Jeff Lorber, we'll hear you on Sirius right here on your own show.
Saturday, Sunday night.
9 p.m.
That's right.
Eastern Standard. Picking the tunes and telling you what really goes on in the studios here.
Exactly.
This has been Sirius Sessions 100. I'm Deborah Howell. Very, very pleased. Once again, I want to give you my own stand-up ovation, the Jeff Lorber Quartet on Sirius Sessions 100. And this is Sirius National Broadcast Studios live from New York City.
Thanks, Deborah.
I'm a buyer. I'm definitely a buyer. Uncle Darrow's. I got to get there next time I'm in L.A.
Yeah.
That place
Good.
sounds
We like
it's definitely full of flavor. It's track number 8 on Jeff Lorber's new Philly Style CD. Once again, Uncle Darrow's. And there are really 2 Uncle Darrow's.
That's right. There's the one on Venice,
Yeah.
which is the scary neighborhood. And then there's the one on Lincoln. It's not quite as scary there.
Okay,
Lincoln and on Washington.
And you prefer the scary neighborhood?
Definitely. Much better.
Somehow we thought. We have a couple more questions now. We're going to go around this way and say, Pete Velasco, what's on your CD player right now at home and in your car, if you got one?
Wow, lots of stuff. A Joan Osborne record called Righteous Love, which is killing.
That's the new one of cover?
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
one
oh.
back on Interscope. Really
Okay.
strong. Kind of Blues, always around.
Right.
And